Welcome back. In two separate incidents on Tuesday, police confiscated 2 firearms and a quantity of suspected marijuana, leading to the arrest of 6 adult males. In the first incident, shortly after 7 p.m., officers conducted a routine stop and search of a maroon Chrysler vehicle that was on Wilson Track, where they found a loaded, high-powered weapon, resulting in the arrest of 4 male occupants, ages 32, 28, 27, and 25. In the final incident, shortly before 8 p.m., officers from Operation Ceasefire executed a search warrant at a home on Jackson Street in Nassau Village and found a loaded firearm and a quantity of suspected marijuana, leading to arrest of a male occupant. His age, or 2 of the occupants, 37 and 32-year-old males. The drugs weighed in at 7.5 ounces, an estimated street value of approximately $800. And police are reporting a brazen armed robbery that took place around 10:20 p.m. Tuesday when 2 men on motorcycles accosted and robbed the victim of cash and other belongings as the victim came to a stop at the junction of South Ocean Drive and Frank Watson Boulevard while driving north on South Ocean Drive. Police are investigating. From their Mackey Street headquarters, the Free National Movement officially launched its anti-crime community initiative under the theme United in the Intervention and Prevention of Crime in the Bahamas. Deputy Leader Shannon Cartwright says tackling crime boils down to leadership. He explained how the F&M's Community Crime Initiative will work.
So today we launch our anti-crime national community initiative, where all 39 constituencies in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Free National Movement associations will be engaged in some initiative, some project to assist with reducing crime throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We all know that crime is a multifaceted and multi-layered problem. And so we believe that our approach must be multifaceted and multi-layered. So across the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, launching today, our constituency associations are partnering with the Royal Bahamas Police Force, civic organizations, church-based organizations, other civic organizations and NGOs to partner with different programs and different initiatives throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Party leader Michael Pintard reminded that every citizen has a responsibility to create a safer Bahamas and that ensuring the nation's youth are positively engaged. That's a part of the solution, he says, similar to the F&M's Each One, Reach One community initiative. Pintard commended the party branches for their commitment to the fight against crime.
And then let me conclude by saying to all of our associations, we are grateful for the sacrifice that you are making. The fact that we are running a program not on the basis of a one-off, but that we are doing this every week, every month, every year in order for us to transform the lives of our people. In Jungle, there's a saying, don't just sing it, bring it. Each of us can invest time and resources in saving the lives of our young people. And for some of our young people, it's not just about saving their lives, it's about helping the high flyers to explode, not just on the national, but the international stage. And what you will see is a number of different types of anti-crime initiatives. Mentoring, restorative justice. We believe that spending time with organizations that will teach young people a skill or teach them how to behave is far better than jail time or custodial sentencing for minor offenses.
Mr. Pintard thanks all corporate sponsors that are supporting the community-based crime-fighting initiative. Meanwhile, government agencies continue to work to tackle the crime crisis and its effects on Bahamian youth, including the Citizens Security Unit of the Ministry of National Security that has concluded yet another installment of its shock treatment program. At a church service on Sunday, the Minister of National Security, Wayne Munro, along with members of the Royal Bahamas Police and Defense Force and the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services, awarded 8 young men that completed the Behavior Rehabilitation Program. Minister Munro had this advice for those young men.
And the Prime Minister would have me say to you that he, as the Prime Minister, he loves you, he believes in you, and we are confident that you're going to grow up to be young men of valor and young men of purpose if you follow your training. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Your parents, guardians loved you enough to bring you to this program. The government, the country, your country loves you enough to give you these resources. And the choice is really yours, because we believe in your success, because you are the future of this country. And so congratulations, all of you.
Program Director Carlos Reed echoed the minister's sentiments, championing the program as a wake-up call for angry teens. In 2022, the government relaunched the intervention program as a targeted approach for youth susceptible to gang activity and violence. And finally, World Down Syndrome Day is observed tomorrow, March 21st, and to celebrate, the Bahamas Down Syndrome Association pinned parliamentarians this morning at the House of Assembly to raise awareness for the genetic condition. Betty Taylor, president of the Bahamas Down Syndrome Association, says the organization is using the opportunity to help end the stigma surrounding Down syndrome.
And this year our theme is end the stereotype, because most people, when they look at someone with a disability, they think of them as crazy. But if you get to know them, you would be shocked. So that's why we're out here pushing for our persons with Down syndrome to have a better life. And it affects them in many ways. Their heart, a lot of them have open heart surgery. Their speech, their cognitive skills, and their sight, because a lot of them wear glasses. And they're slow learners, but with consistency, they can learn.
President Taylor says the organization is focused on obtaining their own center and is asking members of parliament for their help.
We are bringing awareness because we need a building for them. They are stuck at home, and we want to work with them as soon as they're born to stimulate them, to make them the best that they can be in our society. Some of them can go out to work if they're trained properly. My son goes to work, so we know it's possible, so that's why we are fighting to make their lives better.
The Down Syndrome Association is also encouraging Bahamians to participate in the Lots of Socks campaign by wearing brightly colored socks tomorrow to raise awareness for this disability. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.